All right, now what's up? We back. This is the Late Night with Sharif show, and today I've got the beautiful. I got a beautiful guest. See, she makes me nervous too.
Oh my God.
Nah, but I know her. I know her really good. And why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
Hey, I'm Abrianna Barr, but I go by Bree. Anything
Bree.
else? Yes.
Where you from, Bree?
Columbia, South Carolina.
All right, Columbia, South Carolina. Been here all your life.
Yes, I have.
All right, where do you go to high school at? 'Cause that's the question everybody asks.
So I went to Ridgeview High School first, then I went to Westwood. I graduated from Westwood in 2015.
Graduate of Westwood 2015.
Yes.
Well, what's Westwood now? What mascot is that? I mean, not what's the team name?
Westwood Red Hawks.
The Red Hawks. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And Blythewood is y'all like rival or whatever. Y'all
Yeah.
in Blythewood, right?
Yeah, Westwood is in Blythewood,
Okay.
South Carolina.
Those that don't know, Westwood is in Blythewood, South Carolina. Y'all are Richland too.
Yep, Richland too.
Richland too. Okay. And so you've been here all your life, and y'all in. You went to Richland too and graduated. And where did you go to school at?
Francis Marion University.
Francis Marion. Francis Marion. So tell us about Francis Marion, because a lot of people have a misconception about Francis Marion, and I went on a college tour. I had two kids that was graduating at the same time, a step kid and a biological child that was graduating at the same time, and we went to Francis Marion, and I had a experience. But what was your experience there?
Overall, I had a great experience at Francis Marion. It's a small school. It's in Florence, South Carolina.
Florence.
Yes, the class sizes were very small. We got to know our professors very well. They knew us by our name. And that's one of the main reasons why I chose that school.
Right.
They have a lot of clubs and organizations. I was involved in a lot of clubs and organizations as well. And I just felt like it was a good choice and a good
Right.
school for me. And I did have a great overall experience there, especially being in the education program.
Right. So you was in the education program.
Yes.
So I was out there. They were doing. We was trying to. They said it was one of the best nursing schools also. So
It is. We're known for nursing, education, and business.
nursing, education, and business. If you're interested in that, y'all need to check out Francis Marion. My experience was the same experience you had. It just kind of was like, it just seemed like low key. Like if you was like a person that didn't like a whole lot of people, but still wanted to have a good time. Because Florence
Yes.
is a good time, right?
Yeah, it is.
Florence is a good time. So at Francis Marion, what's the population out there? Y'all got y'all had a lot of dorms, or was it off campus?
So on campus, your freshman year, there were like two different major dorms, but they had 3 levels to it.
Okay.
And then if you were upperclassmen, we had 2 different apartment complexes. And they didn't really have any off-campus apartment complexes. Yeah, so everything was mainly on campus.
Right.
Population-wise, like what? Like
How many students?
I'm not sure, but the class sizes was like 20 to 30.
20
The
to
biggest
30,
was
okay.
like your science classes. Those
Right.
would be like maybe 60.
All right.
Yeah, but
That's not too
average
bad,
20 to 30. It's like a high school setting.
Right.
That's kind of what it reminded me of.
And if I'm correct, it's about an hour from Columbia, hour to the beach.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
So where
It's like
did
an hour and 20 from Columbia. Yeah, depends on what side of town you on.
So where do most students hang at? More in Florence or at the beach, or they go to
Most-
Columbia?
Well, when I was there, we mostly still hung out on campus. We
On
did go
campus,
to the
okay.
beach a little bit, but it depended on like your transportation, like
Right.
because some people didn't have cars, some people did, but
Right.
we did go to the beach sometimes and party with
Right.
the people at Coastal Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have a car out there like as a freshman or anything?
Yeah,
like
you
that?
definitely can. I
So
did in my
take
first
you can
well,
take
yeah.
your own transportation out there
Yep,
first year.
you can.
Okay. So y'all need to check out Francis Marion. And you were in the education program?
Yes, I was in the
Okay.
education program there. My major was secondary education, and my concentration was English.
All right. So that led you to teaching.
Yes, it did.
All right. How long have you been a teacher?
So this is going to be my 5th year teaching at Ridgeview
year,
High
okay.
School.
All right. Ridgeview. Okay. So you always been at Ridgeview? That was your first job?
Yeah.
And you started out in the high school. You didn't work your way up?
No.
Okay, started out. So, and what do you teach at the high school?
I teach English, and I specifically teach English 3. I've taught English 2 as well, though. So English 3 is the third English that they take. And so I mostly have juniors in my class, but sometimes I get sophomores if they like started off taking English in middle school.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is like the curriculum like in English 3? Like what more are you doing? Like y'all like compositions or?
So we do different genres. So like we do poetry, we do
Okay.
drama, we do short stories, and we do a novel. And then within each unit, we do focus on a certain type of writing. So it's a combination of like reading
So it's
and
more
writing.
writing. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more reading and writing.
Yeah, it's both.
Okay. But you said drama also?
Yeah, like a play.
Play? Oh, so,
Yeah.
okay. So is that like something y'all do like in the semester or whatever or the year?
Well,
I
yeah,
said
we have
but the
semester
year.
classes.
Okay, y'all have semester classes. Okay.
Yep.
And so what like is it like ABC like grades? You know what I mean? Or is it like you have to write something at the end of the semester to go through or something like that? Like you got to have like a not like I don't want to say thesis, but like
Okay.
to pass, you gotta write this play or you gotta write
No.
this. Okay.
So we just read plays
read.
that are already written.
Okay.
And they get graded on it. Like we have quizzes and tests and projects. We basically can do our classroom however we want, but we work as a team.
Right.
And, they just got to make sure they maintain a passing grade
Right.
to pass the course.
So back to like school setting. So I know Ridgeview is just like a real popular school for sports, but how about education there?
The education part is very good. We are a magnet school, so we have a lot of different magnet programs and opportunities for the kids there. So, like, we got health science. We got, what other programs? We got Avid Early College. They have other classes like barbering they can take, things like that. So they have a lot of academic opportunities for the students, too.
So you don't have to go to like a trade school to do barbering or cosmetology or something. You can do it right there at Ridgeview.
Yeah, they cut each other's hair and stuff like that as a class.
So if it wasn't like barbering like in Richland 1 at like maybe Eau Claire or something like that, I don't know what they got there, but can I get like a voucher or something like that to go over to Ridgeview to Richland 2? Is there like vouchers or I have to live in that area?
You can apply for choice, and if you are approved, then yes, you can come to Ridgeview. And so say if you in Richland 1 or even at another school in Richland 2, if you apply through the choice program to be in like one of the magnet programs, you can come to our school.
All right. All right. So you teach 11th grade kids bad? Are they pretty? Are they pretty straight?
They're pretty straight.
They got
From my
manners?
experience, yeah. But sometimes teachers try to say they're going to be troubled kids from when they had them.
Right.
But by the time they come to me, I feel like they've matured more because they usually start obtaining jobs and things like that.
Right.
And so they know they got 1 year left. They kind of have figured out what they want to do or what path they want to take.
Right.
So I feel like I don't really have that issue with how they are as far as their behavior.
So in 11th grade, I mean, they should already be preparing for college, but in 11th grade, they're really starting to get some letters and things like that. Do y'all navigate that too, or help them out with that and things like that, writing different stuff? Or?
Yes, we do. We help them with like resumes and things like that, and applying for scholarships. Like we have a college and career person, a work-based person, all of that. So they have plenty of resources at our school, and then we also do it in the classroom as well.
All right, cool. So, like I'm hearing about like a lot of different changes and things like that. Like some Lexington is doing clear book bags. Some places, some districts in Lexington are doing career book bags. Some districts are making the kids uniforms. Not going to uniform. Some of the newer schools that they built out in Lexington. So around Richland too, specifically, what are y'all like changes that y'all have implemented for this year?
So one of the things is we're going to still have metal detectors. Everybody has to go through that when they come to school. And what else? They just said the cell phone policy that's going to start in January 2025. Kids are not going to be allowed to have cell phones in the classroom. And if we see them, then we can take it for the day.
They can have it in the locker or anything like that, or they just can't bring it in
They
school.
just can't bring it. Well, they can bring it in school, but they just can't have it out during class time.
During class, okay.
Yeah, that's something new.
That's good.
And and they have a new like dress code, which the dress code is always changing, but that's pretty much it as far as what's happening. But I didn't know Lexington had all that.
Yeah, Lexington's doing a lot.
The clear book bags?
Yeah, clear book bags. Some schools clear book bags, and I know the cell phone policy. They're doing that at River Bluff, and they're doing that at so y'all not the only ones doing that. They're doing that at River Bluff and not Dutch Fork. What's the other one? White Knoll.
Okay.
So yeah, so they are doing some different stuff to try to take back the classroom and everything like that. These kids will go crazy over the cell phone.
They do.
Did you have that problem last year?
No, not really. Like, I mean, they have their phones out, but
Right.
they know when to have it out and when not to. Because I'm not like one of those teachers where I'm like, no phones.
Right.
Like, if they're working on something independently, I'll let them have their phones. But if we're doing something as a class, of course not. So it's like balance.
I got you. So, new school year and everything like that. You excited about it? Where you going from? You just gonna stay teaching, or do you have some aspirations to get into like administration or anything like that?
Yes, I do. I'm currently in school now, actually, at USC.
Okay.
For my doctorate degree in curriculum and innovation. So I do want to work my way out the classroom. I have 2 more years left in this program. So when I'm done, I do want to work either at the district level or be a school administrator.
Okay. Well, that's good, man. We need more.
Yes,
We need more administrators out here.
we do.
Kids that look like us, having administrators that look like us.
Yes.
So that's cool. So we'll get into something else besides teaching. Did you want to touch on anything else in the classroom, anything like that? Something you want to tell the parents, anything? You got more of the mature. You got more of the mature kids.
I got the mature kids. Yeah,
you
I
got
don't
some
have nothing to
adults.
say to the
By the time in the internet world, by the time they get to 16 and 11th grade, they grown kids.
Yeah,
They grown
that's
people.
why I said they be having jobs, all of
Cars
that. They be knowing
and everything.
they do have cars. They be telling me about like when they get their license and stuff like that, or their first car. So
I seen y'all parking lot. Y'all got nicer cars than that.
yeah, they do have nice
the
cars. They be driving Chargers. Like, I be like, they got nice cars.
Yeah. So you listening to anything good right now? Listening to music? You like music?
Yeah, I love music.
You like music? What's your favorite? R&B, rap?
I like both.
You like both?
Yeah. Yeah, I like both. You want an artist?
All right. Who's your favorite R&B artist right now, male or female?
My favorite, I like SZA a lot,
Okay.
and I like old school R&B. So I like Trey Songz.
That is not old school R&B.
Kinda like throwback, not old school, but
Not my
throwback.
old school. That's your old school. Okay.
Yeah.
So Trey Songz is not old school. Okay, that's cool. Hey.
And I like Drake.
Hey, we
I still
getting
like
older.
Drake.
You like Drake.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a big movement in the hip hop, like for females or whatever. Give me like your top 5 females right now.
Nicki Minaj.
All right, Nicki.
I saw her in concert too.
Was that a concert you went to a couple weeks ago? Or?
That one I went to in like March, hers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I just came back from another concert that was in Atlanta. Okay. But I like Nicki Minaj. That's probably like the only female I really, really like. Nicki Minaj.
For real?
Yeah.
You ain't going to Meg Thee Stallions and the Sexy
I like
Reds?
Gorilla.
Gorilla, okay. All right.
Megan is okay.
So you
Sexy
not right.
Red, here and there. It's like only if it's a fun summer night, maybe.
So who's the hottest male rapper then?
Lil Baby or Future.
Lil Baby or Future, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So we're in election year. Do you vote?
This is gonna be my first year voting. I am gonna vote this year.
So you miss, I take it, I'm not going to tell your age, but I take it you've had a chance to vote 2 times before, at least 2 times,
Yeah,
right?
I have.
So this would be your first time voting.
Yes.
So why didn't you vote before?
I don't know. I just don't be really getting into politics like that. But I feel like this year I really do need to vote.
You really need to vote.
Yeah, because of what I'm seeing that's
Right.
going on in the media and things like that.
What do you think? Do you think a female could be president?
Yes.
So, like, a lot of people don't think a female could be president. I actually voted for Hillary Clinton back in the day. So,
Okay, yeah.
I don't tell many people this, but when they had the Democratic, when they were like going for the nominee, I guess that's what the nomination for the Democrat nomination. It was Hillary was against Obama when Obama was going for president.
Yeah.
I actually voted for Hillary, and I know Obama was. Everybody was like, "Oh, you vote for the black man," but I believe in a female president, and and I tell people this all the time. The best countries, like the best presidents in the history of the world, some of the best ones were females, and and the United States of America is probably one of the only ones besides the Arab countries that haven't got on track with that.
Right.
So yeah,
I do agree with that.
I definitely dig that. And Dennis Harris, and I've just been a big fan of hers. Anyway, so this is gonna be your first time voting, and
Yep.
and it's important, and
And that's
it's
who I
important to
plan
you
vote for.
now. Why is it because you're making money and you want to
Yeah.
hold on to it and things like
Yeah,
that?
I guess because I've matured, you know.
Right.
This election could affect me, you know.
Right.
So I feel like it is important, and I should.
And a lot of the local elections too and stuff like that.
That's what I've always been taught. The locals are the most important.
Right.
But still, all of it is important. So I do plan on, like I said, voting.
That's where those raises for the teachers come from, right? The governor, right?
Yeah.
So
and
that's
we do have a raise.
right.
Seriously,
Yeah, I
yeah.
need a raise.
Yeah,
I
we
grew up
keep
in a
getting it.
school teacher's household.
Yeah.
I remember back, like my mom, like when she first when she was teaching, she was like before she got like a lot of education, and they had to pay her. She was making like $22,000 a year.
Yeah.
And I know like South Carolina now it's probably like wasn't up to like 45. I ain't gonna tell you when you're making it, but you know. But I know that was like kind of like coming in salary and stuff like in South Carolina. So they're making some progress, but I mean, you know, that's 20-something years ago too.
Yeah. They have
So
made
we need
progress.
to get the teachers paid. So we need to vote.
Yes.
Definitely need to vote. On a more personal side, what's your status right now? You single?
Nope.
Nope. You got a man? We got a man?
Yes.
All right. So what kind of what do you have to do to be Bree's man? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is Bree looking for? Well, not looking for now because you found that, but what was Bree looking for? What do you have to have? And you know,
You have to be respectful, have personality, you know, be able to provide, be family oriented.
Gotcha.
Those, yeah.
So with opening doors and flowers and all that stuff, that's not old no more. That's not corny.
No, that's not corny.
Okay, that's not corny. Okay.
And I should still do that.
I've had a couple women here say that's corny. So
They might think it's corny if you do it too soon.
okay, yeah, different strokes for different.
I don't know. Every female is different.
All right. So you get married, kids, or just too soon?
When I'm 30.
30, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a little while then. You got a little while to think about that.
Yeah.
They get close.
It's getting close.
They get close.
Yes.
That's what's up. Y'all gonna stay in South Carolina or y'all wanna move?
No, I do want to relocate eventually
Right.
to probably North Carolina or Atlanta. Those are the only two
Carolina.
places. I don't want to
So
be too far away from home.
So anytime somebody say North Carolina, it was like the obvious choice was Charlotte.
Yep.
But what about Charlotte or Raleigh?
I do like Raleigh. I've been there a lot. But I would probably still choose Charlotte.
Charlotte area.
Yeah.
Like it up there.
I do.
All right. Last concert you been to, what was that?
It was this weekend. I was in Atlanta. I saw Missy Elliott, Sierra, and Busta Rhymes and Timberland. Yeah, it was really nice.
All right, I'm old school. Is Buster good?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw him one time, and I saw him in Atlanta. It was like an outside show, though.
Okay.
It was like
Yeah.
some kind of festival. I forgot what it was, but yeah, he showed out. He like make everybody stand up and go crazy and
He
everything
did.
like that.
And he interact with the audience.
Right.
So yeah, he did good. He did
Right.
his thing.
So that's cool, man. I'm glad you came through and everything. And I think we got everything in. Like most of the time, like we got a musician or something like that, or somebody that's like not in the school, the educational system. But you want to shout out any social medias or anything like that?
My social media?
You know, I mean, you don't have to. That's just something we got a lot of entertainers that come through here. So.
Yeah. My social media on Instagram is my name, Abrianna Chantel. You want me to spell that? Because that's not hard.
You can spell it.
No, that's too long. But y'all can try to figure it out. Abrianna Chantel.
Right.
But yeah, that's my Instagram. That's really the only social media I mostly be on.
Right, okay, cool. All right, 5 questions and we're going to get you out of here. I told you I wouldn't take all your day.
Okay.
So since we're talking about music, so I'm going to go ahead and give you this. Trey Songz or Chris Brown?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. So would you pay the $1,000 to meet?
No.
Hey, you wouldn't pay the $1,000?
No. I could go on a
Everybody
trip.
says yes. You the first no.
I could go on a trip with
You the first no.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You the first no. All right. Atlanta or Charlotte?
Like to live or visit.
Well, either one. You can mix them. Just overall?
Overall, Atlanta.
Atlanta. So that's where you would be moving right now if you had to move.
I would probably still move to Charlotte
Still
instead.
move
But
to
I like
Charlotte,
Atlanta
okay.
because I feel like it's more, black people there. It's more,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's been like that
It's the
since I
culture
was
there.
young.
Yeah.
Everybody want to move to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Get a job. That's just the
They do all the jobs there.
yeah. I take it back. I take it back to like I don't know if you ever seen a movie. I was telling my son this the other day. You seen the movie Minister Society before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So in that part, they trying to get him to move to Atlanta. Like the girls trying to get him to Jada Pickett's trying to get him to move to Atlanta or whatever. And same thing. Like when I was coming up there, like everybody wanted to go to Atlanta. And everybody wanted to go to Atlanta. And he says in there like it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? But he said shit. When we moved to Atlanta, there's niggas in Atlanta too. But like, he was coming from LA, but he was just kind of saying it, and I kind of got it. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody want to move to Atlanta, but Atlanta is, Atlanta has some of the same,
That's why I say I would go to Charlotte instead, but I like Atlanta overall better.
Well, that's cool. So you just went to the rap Missy Elliott concert. And you said that was dope. So Missy Elliott or Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj.
Now you gotta explain that one. You gotta explain. You just a better rapper, better performer, because you've seen both of them.
Just because Nicki Minaj is still making new music.
Right.
That's the only reason why. I feel like because she's just still making new music.
She's more active.
Yeah.
And that's a good answer. That's a good answer. So let's see. One more question. We'll let your friend ask it.
Okay.
We'll let the audience, somebody from the audience,
ask my
ask
question.
Bree a question.
I gotta choose between two options.
Yeah. But make it interesting since you know her.
Yeah. Come on. Drake.
Drake. So who won the battle, Kendrick or Drake? I'm gonna add another question.
Kendrick.
Kendrick won the battle?
Yeah, but I'm still Team Drake.
But you would still go see Drake before if you had to pick between the two of them. You would
Yes.
still go see.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Shout out to Drake. Drake didn't get killed out here.
Exactly. Shout out
He's
to
still
Drake.
out here doing good. Everybody
Yes.
still love him.
Yes.
I was listening to the playlist the other day. I was coming from Florence.
Yep.
Pop it. Drake's my man from Florence to Columbia.
Yes. I still listen to
it.
Drake.
Man, we appreciate you for taking your time to come in, and we got to get you back in the bail bond business too.
Yes.
It's a lot easier now. I know
Okay.
that's a lot. A lot of it's
Yeah, I feel you.
difficult. You know what I'm saying? But it's a
Yeah.
lot easier, a lot smoother now. So
Okay.
we got to talk
cool.
about that one day.
Yeah, we.
We ain't gonna talk about it on the show. We'll talk about that one day. But I
Okay.
appreciate you coming.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right.
That's a wrap. That's episode 50.